Back with another deck profile, and it is my regional deck list, Mitsurugi Orcust. I didn't post it until now because I was busy this week, so sorry about that, but here we go. Shout out to the pink Dragon Shield sleeves. And this is 40 cards, so 3 Girsu, 3 Harp, Symbol, Nightmare, Wand, Babel, Crescendo, Foolish Burial. A standard at this point. I don't play Crown because it's bad. Mitsurugi wise, 3 Habakiri, 1 Murakumo, Saji, Kusanagi, Aramasa, 3 Prayers, 1 Ritual. If you watched some of my other videos, you know that this is a smaller Mitsu package than I normally play. But you'll see a bit later why exactly I do that. Then we have hand traps. So 3 Ash, 3 Fuelos, 2 Nib, 3 Droplet, 3 Imperm, and 3 Impulse. Shout out to Josiah, Jose, and Michael for all pitching in to help me get these impulses in time. That's 18 non-engine, which felt quite amazing. Extra deck. Galatea I, 2 Galatea, 1 Girsu, Ellen Girsu, IPSP, Dark, Barricade, Boral Sword. I put Boral Sword back in instead of access code because Luna only got second at Worlds, and I thought that may be running around, and you can Boral Sword attack, declare effect, gain attack over the first one. Then in battle phase you go effect, target the second Liger. It doesn't switch to defense, but it still gains the second attack because it says also, and then you attack over the second one. So it outs both in one turn. For Xyz, I have King, Zombie Vampire, Photon Lord, and 2 Dings. So I wanted to try a Photon Lord this time because theoretically if you start with a Mitsu combo, you make this, and then you can't get nibbed or anything. I don't think it ever really came up, but it was something I wanted to try instead of the Dynamondo because I figured I'd be locked out of it with Impulse all the time, and I hadn't ever really made it except like once. And it's been like a month since I've ever made it, so I decided to try to swap it out for something different. And extra deck, we did still play Lancia. I didn't face a single Malice, but I still wanted to play it. Obviously, post-ban list, you don't need to play this at all. Droll, I played this because that definitely made sense. I don't know how I feel about this post-ban list, but I will be adapting this post-ban list because if you haven't seen Mitsurugi didn't get hit at all, except for King, which you have to play really hard into Nib to get anyway. But anyway, back to this profile. 2 Perulia. Shout out again to Josiah and also Eric for getting these Perulias. Duster, and then my going first package. Call by, Talents, Futsu, Second Ritual, Mirror, Great Purification. So I'm siding the extra Mitsurugi engine instead of maining it. So game 1, because this is post new time rules, you kind of have to win game 1, and these cards don't do anything for you in game 1. So I wanted to side them so I had more non-engine slots for going first. So I could play the Impulses with the Imperms, I could still play the Droplets, and I could play Nib because I think this card's really good this format. And obviously Fua and Ash are kind of mandatory. So this way it just kind of, the math worked out. Matchup wise, round 1 versus Yummy, I won 2-1. Game 2, he opened 2 field spells, 3 hand traps. So he hand trapped some of my stuff. He did Valor Chain Ogre on my Girsu, and then he just passed right back, and then I normal summoned Harp and full combo them. Round 2, I won against Dynamorphia Stun. That was really silly, but I have like multiple non-target sends per turn. Like I have Ding, and then I also have Ellen Girsu, so I was able to just send all his back row. And then game 3, he opened 3 Pot of Duality, so that was pretty hilarious. Round 3 was against Draco Tail. It wasn't that. Wasn't that interesting of a game. So I was 3-0 at this point. And then my first loss was round 4 loss versus Can of Egershol. So I bricked game 3. Although I think in hindsight I opened Droplet plus Crescendo. So I think I maybe could have done some sort of combo there. Because I go Droplet, send this, and then this banish, search for Girsu. But I didn't think about that. So yeah, I bricked that game and I lost. At least I thought I did. Round 5 versus Canine Christian. I would have 2-0'd, but he dice mashed me. So that was fine. Round 6, win versus Shadow Dragotail. He was playing a much heavier Shadow package than I'd ever seen before. He was playing multiple fusions, Shadow fusion. It was really cool. And it was really funny because I was just telling him after I saw the Shadow Beast he was playing, I was like, oh yeah, I've seen people playing Winda, but I think it's really high roll because you have to open the 3-card combo. And he just said, yeah, ignore me adding a Dark Monster to hand. And I was like, all right, is this just Winda? He's like, yeah, it's just Winda. So he passed and I drew and he's like, okay, main phase. And I was like, yeah, sure. He 5-mana'd in his window, so I scooped and then I just beat him game 3. And then round 7, lost versus Yummy. It was my only 2-game match of the day. All the other ones went to the game 3, except this one. I got completely destroyed. I got fooled both games. I think I should have just played into it more because I think Yummy is one of those decks where it's probably all going to have the combo, right? Like if it was Ken and Vengersoul, I try to give them less cards because they need more cards to play. But Yummy pretty much always has combo. So I think I should have given it more draws just to get a better board. And then, so like game 2, I was feeling pretty good because I set up a half board with Murakumo and the trap. And then he double even leaves me. So yeah, I think I should have played Nafu a bit more. And then round 8 was a loss against Fiendsmith Yummy. Apparently Perulia feels garbage against his deck. And it was the second time I bricked all day. And I lost game 3 because I drew unplayable, which is unfortunate. So aside from my round 7 loss against Yummy, because that was just kind of a skill issue on my part by not playing more into the Fulos, anytime I was playing the game, I was winning, which felt insane. I did not really miss the Futsu that much. I only resolved King of the Fairlimps once, I think, so I don't think it really hurts that it got banned too much. So I finished 5-3, 34th place. For my first regional, I don't think that was really that bad at all. For shoutouts, shout out to Josiah for getting me into the game what feels like forever ago, and also paying for the Perulias and Impulses so I could get those in time. Shout out Zach, I miss you. Shout out to Eric, Feo, Jose, and Michael for getting me some of the cards I needed. Shout out to Frank for beating me with the deck in the first place, which caused me to look into it a bit more. Shout out to Nessa fan on Dueling Book for saying my deck should brick too often to be able to play consistently with. Shout out to the Orchestra that I play in. You guys are freaking awesome. And also, that's another reason why I picked up this deck, because obviously Orcust is a pun on Orchestra, and Orchestra is sick. And I think that's it. So you guys have a great day, right? By the way, if you're wondering, the new time rules, they feel great because you have an extra 5 minutes. And I never came anywhere close to time. My closest to time was like 10 minutes. You have an extra 5 minutes. Players are incentivized to play quickly. You don't have to play time cards anymore. It feels amazing. So I had doubts about the time rules too, but then after the regional, I was like, this feels great. And they're amazing. So yeah, don't worry about the new time rules. They're great.